Hi, thanks for watching. My name is Stephanie Webb. I'm a holistic nutritionist, an eating psychology coach, and a mom of 3, and I help women take the stress and guilt out of nutrition and health. And right now you are watching part 2 of my 5-part video series on why you are not losing weight. So yesterday in part 1, I talked about one possibility why you might be struggling to lose weight, which is a sedentary lifestyle. Also, over-exercising was a part of that. If you didn't catch that video yesterday, you can go ahead and watch the replay. The link is on my Facebook page. So today is part 2 of the series, and today I'm going to be talking about actually the number 1 reason I think women struggle to lose weight. And that reason is stress. So stress has really become kind of a bad word in our culture, and we talk a lot about the negative effects of stress. So today in this video, I want to kind of walk you through a little bit of the science behind stress, what stress chemistry does in our body, why it prevents us from losing weight, and then what we can do about it. So stress. We hate stress, right? We hear a lot about fighting stress, about trying to get rid of stress. And I want to let you know that it's okay to be stressed. So in a way. So first of all, the stress response is an amazing, wonderful response that was created in us for a good purpose. So the stress response really serves a good role in our lives. And if you've ever experienced a stress response where it saved your life, or maybe you were running to grab your kid in front of a car, or if you're running away from someone who's chasing you, that stress response serves a great purpose in your body. So in the stress response, we often, if you harken back to like high school, maybe college, you've probably heard the term fight or flight response. We always use that to describe what stress does in our body. And basically, it prepares our body to run away or to fight. So there's a whole cascade of hormones. There's a lot of physiological changes that go into the stress response and making things happen. So in our autonomic nervous system, where the stress response lives, we have our parasympathetic and our sympathetic nervous systems, kind of the subcategories there. Hopefully this isn't too sciencey for you. I just want to give a good background and tell you why stress is a problem with weight loss. So I'm going to get there, I promise. So we have the sympathetic, which is that fight or flight response, where it activates our ability to run fast. It pumps blood into our legs so that we can run, and it gets our heart rate going. It increases our breathing rate and our use of oxygen, so we can get things done fast and save our lives. The parasympathetic nervous system is kind of like the relaxation response. So those two systems really work together for our good, but they are always opposite of each other. So when one is turned on, the other is really turned off. So when your sympathetic nervous system is turned on, when you're stressed out, your relaxation response or your parasympathetic nervous system is turned off. So why is this a problem with weight? Well, first let me tell you what those hormones do, what the stress response does in our body physiologically. First of all, it decreases blood flow to our gut. So when we are running from a lion, our body is not concerned about digesting the apple we just ate. It's concerned with get the heck out of here. So digestion really kind of shuts down when you're in this stress response. Stress response decreases growth hormone and thyroid hormone. It increases 2 hormones that have kind of gotten a bad rap, insulin and cortisol, and I'm going to talk more about cortisol in a minute. When you are stressed, you are excreting minerals and water-soluble vitamins like vitamin C, so it can lead to immune system problems. The stress response decreases your oxygen intake. If you've noticed, when you're stressed, you breathe those quick, shallow breaths. Your body is trying to minimize the amount of oxygen that you need. It increases inflammation, and the inflammatory response is another great thing that we've been designed to have that also can sometimes cause harm when it gets out of control. And lastly, as it pertains to weight gain, the stress response decreases your thermic efficiency, or your ability to burn calories or to burn fat. So that same switch in your brain that turns on the sympathetic, or the stress response, the sympathetic nervous system, turns off relaxation response, which is digestion and calorie burning. So those two things are always opposite of each other. So those hormones that are increased when we are in that state of stress are cortisol and insulin. Insulin you've probably heard about. I'm not going to cover a lot of the science behind insulin, but cortisol can have some pretty negative effects when we are living in a state of stress. So it can lead to blood sugar imbalance, diabetes, weight gain, immune system suppression, like I talked about. It can lead to digestion problems in your gastrointestinal tract, heart disease, fertility issues, insomnia, chronic fatigue, thyroid problems, and depression. Those things have all been linked to chronically high cortisol levels. So the problem with the stress response, so it's an awesome thing when it's an awesome thing. When it is turned on all the time, it becomes a very negative thing, especially if you are trying to lose weight. So how can you counteract this stress? So you don't even have to understand the science behind the stress response. A lot of things are going on in your body when you don't need to know all of those to be able to fix the problem, basically. So when you are stressed, like I said, you're breathing quickly and shallowly, your thoughts are going all over the place. So when you feel that coming on, what you need to do is breathe deeply. So this is the easiest tip to counteract, to turn off that sympathetic nervous system and to turn on that parasympathetic nervous system. Just breathe. So what we can do, what we need to do is, if you feel like probably most women in America, in the world, probably in the Western world at least, if you are chronically stressed, you've got to get that together if you want to lose weight. It is virtually impossible to be stressed out all the time and to lose weight. Those two things, they cannot go together. They cannot. You can punish yourself for a short time and, work out super hard and deprive yourself and hate your body and be stressed out. And you might lose a couple pounds. You might lose a lot of pounds. But I promise you, you are not going to keep that weight off. And you're not going to have a healthy body if you are stressed. We have to get our stress levels managed. And I do talk more about this in my coaching program, but I wanted to put this out there because it is so massively important. When you are trying to lose weight, a lot of the problem is that you are so stressed about how you can't lose weight and how you're not losing weight that you're actually countering anything else you might be doing that might be helping you lose weight. If you are eating right and you're exercising and you have an active, non-sedentary lifestyle and you're still not able to lose weight, stress might be that key player for you. It sounds silly, but it is totally grounded in science. This is not some hippy-dippy thing. Stress really actually does chemically prevent you from burning calories. When you are relaxed, you can turn on that thermic efficiency. You can turn on that ability to burn fat and burn calories. So you need to tell your body several times a day, it's okay. We're okay. No one is chasing us. Like I talked about yesterday, your body is just doing what you're telling it to do. So if you are stressed out about losing weight and you're like body, just burn this fat, and you're stressed about it, you're actually telling your body to do the opposite of what you're wanting it to do. So if you can relax, your body will absolutely respond better to whatever other techniques you are using to lose weight, to improve your body. Your body will be like, oh yeah, okay, I know what to do. We're relaxed, we're cool, we're good, we're chill. Now I can burn calories, now I can burn fat. And it just works together. It just goes together. A low stress lifestyle really goes with a healthy amount of body fat. So we need to reset our rhythm of our lives. We have to slow down. We have to slow down. And it's so hard in this world where everything goes so fast and we have all these things. We can't get rid of all the stress that we have, because stress, I mean, it just comes from everything normally, right? Like, you're probably married with kids, maybe you have a job, you have all these things that can contribute to stress. But if you are actively managing that through deep breathing, through a lot of other techniques, you can counteract the negative effects of stress. You can keep your cortisol levels in check and really keep your body in that state of homeostasis where it wants to be. So, stress, we want to manage our stress levels. That is part 2. So I hope that was helpful for you. I hope you enjoyed that. Hopefully it wasn't too science-y. But if you enjoyed that, if you agree, if you have any thoughts about it, I'd love to hear down in the comment section. If you want to work with me, if you're interested in learning more about that, you can check out my website at eathappynutrition.com. And I'll be back tomorrow with part 3 of this video series of why you might not be losing weight. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye!